I have been friends and working together for how many years, Nona?
Oh, Lord, 28 or 29, actually, if you count the other company. Yeah.
And it's been a very, very amazing road for us. And I actually met Nona in another company. And it was, I like to tell people, it was the worst thing that ever happened to me and the best thing that ever happened to me. Because if it wasn't what I had learned in that business, I would never have been able to evaluate when we went out looking for a new company to pick the right company. And I have to tell you that a lot of you know our story with Eddie, Nona, Alan, and I. And I will say one thing 100% for sure, that Nona was the only one of us with direct sales experience, and we did not know what we were doing. And if it wasn't for Nona being part of that team in the beginning, we would definitely not be where we are today. And I am thankful every day for my friendship and for what she taught us to do, because without her, we would be
all the errors I made. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to talk about tonight, I lived, you know.
I know. So Nona, did you want to talk a little bit about how we got, where these success factors came from and part of our story?
Well, yeah, absolutely. We had all been, I had been with, a double-digit number of companies, car qualified, and I don't know how many, and, all kinds of stuff. And was ready to give it in after this one was, so we were, Tom and I were both diamonds in the last one. And I was ready to just, say, this is it, not doing it anymore. And, but, people started coming after us because we were leaders, and that company was in trouble, and they got, the sharks were circling. So we had piles of stuff from other companies, 43 piles to be exact, of information from other companies that people saying, you got to come with this, you got to come with that. And that's when we initially sat down, the four of us, and it's a crazy story, but at this point we've been without income for months, and we were actually in a Mexican restaurant, and we went there because when you order, a Coke or whatever you order, they give you chips and salsa, and that was lunch. And so we were broke, all of us. And so we sat down and we said, well, what are we looking for? Let's compare these 43 companies, and what we came up with was what you're going to hear right now, the success factors. We wanted to find a company that had all these things, and didn't know if we could, but we sure did.
And Nona, when you look back, it's the impact that these success factors has had on our lives and the lives of thousands and thousands of people was incredible. And I think that what we came out of that company with, we knew what we wanted and we knew what we didn't want. Mm-hmm. I think there were 43 companies we looked at. There was a couple more that we found, and it was a total of 47 companies. And we used these criteria to base our decision on every single company that we looked at as to whether or not we'd be willing to put our time, effort, and energy into a company. And I will tell you, what's really interesting about our story is that looking back 27, 28 years, which is almost hard to believe it's been that long, of the 47 companies that we looked at, only one met all the criteria, which is why we decided to build a Melaleuca business when the company was in its infancy. But what's even more incredible is that when we went back a couple of years ago and we looked at the other 46 companies, not one of those companies are in business today. So the importance that this had for us in making the right decision was incredible. But what's really amazing, and I was talking to Nona a few minutes before we got on the meeting today, is that we used these criteria on this company, and it was 5 years old, doing $100 million. No one had ever heard about it. And these success factors today are more important to us and still stand strong, if not a lot stronger, than when we first looked at the business. So what we want to do is we're going to spend some time, and we're going to go over, this is the original list, and we actually did this on the back of that paper placemat at El Torito restaurant. And I know that someone still has that mat somewhere, but this was so important to us that the company actually incorporated it into the company's sales material and information material. And so basically, these are the 12 factors. What we're going to do is we're going to go through each one. And when we say to people that are looking at a business, when you're going through these 12 points, I want you to really think hard. If you're going to make the decision to get involved in a company, which one of these would you take out and still put your time and energy into that business? And not many people would take one of these out. And we are really one of the only companies in history that actually has them. Melaleuca is set apart from this is what really sets us apart from other home-based businesses. The factors have allowed it for Melaleuca to pay out over $5 billion today to regular people and families just like ours. And these 12 points basically point to why all roads really do lead to Melaleuca. And this was probably, Nona, one of the most important ones.
Yeah, to have a track record. I mean, we didn't want to go with a company that just hadn't proved itself at all. And this company was not big, but it was doing fine. And truth was, most companies, you can look it up anywhere you want, most companies fail within the first 5 years. So if you're going up with a startup, oh, God bless you, because they just don't, I've been there. They don't make it. It sounds exciting. You're the first one in, blah, 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 but they don't last. Melaleuca has had consistent growth for over 30 years. It's amazing how it's grown.
And Nona, the number still is the same today. 90% of startup companies in the multi-level marketing direct sales field fail within the first 5 years. And we always ask people a question that are excited, like Nona just said, why would you be willing to put your time and effort, energy, and friendships and relationships into a business that has that high rate of failure? And for us, Melaleuca was, I think, 5.5 years old. This one was a really important one to us. We needed a company that was financially sound. Melaleuca is 100% debt-free, has never been late sending out a commission check. I mean, Nona and I have been here for almost 30 years. We've never had a check not come. We've never had a check go down. We've never had a check not cash. And the reason is, and we'll get a little bit more into this when we talk about the management team, is that Melaleuca is not run by multi-level marketing people, salespeople. This company is run by Fortune 500 geniuses, which you'll see in a few minutes.
Yep. Oops, it didn't. So there you go. Okay. Strong management is what you started to talk about, Tom. We can both talk about this. It is so important because and take it from me, I've been with a lot of companies and they sound motivational and they sound exciting and all that kind of thing, but that's not what we are. We never overhype anything. Frank has an incredible business background, and he had the vision and the integrity to build this on solid principles and not let any I can't think of the word, funny stuff go on. Everything's right down the line. He's run it that way. And if you read about our management team, it comes from Fortune 500 companies like Revlon, Procter & Gamble, Schick, Ohio Bell, Gillette, Bristol Myers Squibb, Cox Communication, UPS. And when our people have been trained in those companies and they bring their expertise to us, it just adds to everything. And Frank, oh my goodness, Frank has been on the board of ethics of the Direct Sales Association, past regional vice president of the Washington U.S. Chamber of Commerce. In 1998, Tom and I were lucky enough to be present when he was presented the Idaho Business Leader of the Year, which was very important. And in 2001, Entrepreneur of the Year and recipient of the 2015 Horatio Alger Award. So, they're recognized, and they're recognized for a reason.
And, when you get close to Melaleuca, you can really feel and see the difference. When we first looked at Melaleuca, we were not excited about the product line, and we really weren't excited about the mode of the company because, the 46 other companies that we looked at had glitzy, exciting products, alarms that you would put on your computer and if someone grabbed it, beans that you would put in your gas tank and it would make you be able to drive 3 times. We were looking at all this crazy stuff, and then we looked at this and we were like, it's soap, laundry detergent, clean. And remember, I think, Nona, it was 40 or 42 products when we started. Very, I'll say, semi-unattractive packaging. The products were good because at that time there were about, I don't know how many people were actually involved in Melaleuca at that time, but the company was doing about $100 million a year. It was 5.5 years old. And the reorder rate of the product was incredible. But the thing that we didn't understand, and Frank explained to us, he said, look, you're looking at this as a business. If you have a product that every single person has to buy every day, every week, every month, no matter what the conditions are in their life, no matter what the weather is, these are consumable products. If you're a product that's better, less expensive, and a product that's purchased month after month, year after year, and you're paid every time that customer places an order for those products, isn't it important to have unique consumable products? And it took us a while to get it. Obviously, now we look back and, Nona and I have our customers that we enrolled 27, 28 years ago. They've been consuming our products for the last 27, 28 years. They're safer. These are products people are already buying. This is old money. We're not asking people to change their buying habits. We're not asking people to change the way we're asking them to try a new store, and everything is there. The thing that's so great about our program and the way we build our business is that we know within a very small percentage how much product is being ordered every single month. This just-in-time manufacturing, I never really put a lot of importance on it while we were building our business in the beginning, but people are really excited because when you buy a product from Melaleuca that you're using in your home with your family, you know that that product has been manufactured, produced, and shipped to your house within the last 45 days. And a lot of people don't think about this. When you go and buy a consumable product, like these types of products, and you go to your grocery store, you go to Walmart, or you go to Walgreens, or you go to Costco, you don't know when it was made. You don't know how long it sat on a hot truck. You don't know how long it sat in the warehouse. You don't know how long it was on the shelf. One of the greatest parts of this business that we finally got in the first couple of years, and obviously impact today, is the consumability of these products. We enroll a customer one time. Every time the customer purchases products from our company, we're paid a commission month after month, year after year.
Yeah, and in addition to that, Tom, that's the reason we're not allowed to sell a product. The company forbids us from selling a product. Why? Well, because, if somebody came to me and said, I need this toothpaste, who knows? I could have had it on my shelf for a year, and we wouldn't want that to happen to somebody. So we cannot sell the product. Melaleuca delivers it just in time manufactured, which is great. And we're competitively priced. If we deal in concentrates, if you take our price and look at the supermarket, we're even with them or lower in many, many, many cases. So we're a great value to anybody who wants to be our customer. And it shows. I was looking at my report the other day, 98.8% reorder rate on my customer base. That's ridiculous. And when I'm doing a presentation, I'll go down and I'll say, look at this person. They only have 3 people in their organization. They're not making a lot of money at all here, but they've ordered 280 months in a row or whatever it is. I mean, it's just so solid. It's unbelievable. We manufacture our own products. We have wonderful quality control. Everything's guaranteed, but boy, I don't ever see anybody sending anything back. And therefore, because we're necessities, we're absolutely recession proof.
Yeah, it's incredible. This is the big one. And, my experience when I met Nona and Eddie and Ellen, it was my first intro to, it was multi-level marketing, network marketing, and I loved what I did. I didn't understand what I was doing, and that's probably why I was so successful, because I just did what they told me. I was making money. I didn't realize that, number one, I was making my income at the expense of other people losing, and I didn't understand the business. And when I got to the end, I was in that company for 2 years. The thing I hated the most was when I would go to my enroller and say, I'm here to build a business. I need to ask a question. What do I have to do to make this much money? And what do I have to do to make this much money? And what do I have to do because I want to set goals? No one could tell me. And the reason they couldn't tell me is because my income was being based on when people felt like buying something or selling something. What I love about Melaleuca is we have it documented. It's actually higher than 96% monthly reorder rate, month after month, year after year. Our company is built on the most solid foundation. Real customers purchasing real products they really love and really use and ordering month after month after month. What this does, we know what the average customer shops for and how much they spend every month. If someone's coming in to build a business and they say, Tom, I really, really need to make $3,000 a month, I can sit down with them and show them how many customers they need to enroll to get shopping within their store and their organization to make X amount of money. And you know what happens? When they do it, the money really is there. So to be in a business where when you tell someone, if you do this, this will happen. If you do this, this will happen, is incredible. And you can't do that anywhere else. And I'll tell you that my business, Nona, I looked about a week ago because I was doing an overview for some people that are in the industry. And I pulled out my reorder rate. And I have over 18,000 customers in my business. My reorder rate is over 97, I think it was 97.1% 2 months ago. And people don't believe it. We show it to them and they go, this is unbelievable. And to give you a comparison, when I left that company that we were in, I had 4,600 distributors, not customers, people that were buying and selling these products, 4,600 people in that business. I still have the report. 181 people ordered something, may have been something for $5. Here, this is a real business built on real principles. But more importantly, our customers love these products. And when you go back and look at the reorder rate, people go, I don't understand this. I go, it's very simple. If the quality of the product wasn't there and the price point and value wasn't there, these customers would never come back month after month, year after year. And our customers say to us today, I will never, ever not have these products in my house. And Melaleuca has been able to do something that no other company in direct sales history has been able to do.
Yeah, and we've also been with companies where you had to order tons of product in order to be qualified for anything. And then you became what we call garage qualified, where your garage was filling up with products and that sort of thing. We don't have that here. Low personal production requirement. Nobody's, expected to do tons. 35 points is all that we ask. And believe me, most people exceed that. There's no new money spent here. When, everybody uses detergent and cleaners and toothpaste and all that kind of stuff. So it's all here. You just simply switch stores. Over 400 products to choose from. So, it's not a problem. Not a problem at all.
One of the greatest things that we have is that we have a low entry fee. And, most companies that build a business in the direct sales arena make most of their money in the first 90 days from the people they enroll. It's called promotional volume. They load them up with inventory. They load them up with all these products. Our entry fee here is $19 for a person to shop here or to build a business. It's 100% refundable. What it does, it opens the door to everyone. We have incredible membership perks with our preferred customer program. Our marketplace is one of the best benefits that I've ever seen in a company. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And we have no additional fees for referring customers. Customers come into the business, one-time introduction. Once we set their online shopping account up, we're paid month after month, year after year, and the company services those customers for us. It's incredible.
Great. And low attrition. We have, it's amazing. I still to this day, it's amazing to me how our customers are real customers. They're buying real products that they really use every month. And, that's so different than some company that has something big and sexy and new and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't last. And our customers just stay and stay and stay, and they retain their membership, and the quality of the products is unsurpassed. We just don't have complaints. It's wonderful.
Amazing. Okay. So, in the business arena of businesses, this was one of the important things for us, because when we enrolled in the very beginning, we couldn't find anyone anywhere that was building a Melaleuca business that knew about Melaleuca. I forget the number, Nona, of how many customers were enrolled back then. I remember they're doing about $100 million in their fifth and sixth year. But most of the population there was in Utah, Idaho, Colorado, and Wyoming. There was no one on the East Coast or the West Coast. We couldn't find anyone that had heard the name of this. And I remember Eddie saying, something's really wrong here. Company's 5 years old. They're in this industry. There must be just people up in the mountains with this oil. Something's going on there. And the truth is, the way we build our business is incredible. Customer by customer, household by household. Today, we are still the best kept secret in North America. Less than 10% of the population of North Americans have ever heard the word Melaleuca. And people go, well, I don't understand. How could you pay out $5 billion, have over 2 million customers, be the largest online shopping site, and no one's heard the word? It's the way we build our business. In traditional network marketing, multi-level marketing companies, the reason that so many people hear the word is that they go through thousands of people. Their attrition rates are 80, 90%. There's a lot of bad news out there. Here, customer by customer, household by household, no lawsuits. No one's ever gotten financially hurt. No garages filled with products. No one even knows that we exist. And here we are, an over 30-year-old company, $2 billion in annual sales, and we are positioned in front of one of the most important markets you could be involved in. We have the most sophisticated online shopping site. We have a customer service level that is incredible. We manufacture all of our products in-house. I have not had, I was telling someone the other day, in 27, 28 years, I have never had an issue with an order that wasn't correct. Nona, have you?
No.
I mean, it's incredible. I was in Idaho Falls a couple of months ago for Advance. We went to see the new distribution plant, and they run 99% accuracy rate on their orders. No one knows about us. Direct to the customer, no bad news. The market that's ahead of us right now is massive. People think this is a huge number, that we're at 2 billion. We haven't scratched the surface of our marketplace. And it was interesting to watch Frank on the launch. We are the first company in our market segment's history that's ever taken market share away from our competitors. Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Lever Brothers. That's basically who our competition is. At 2 billion, we're nothing, but we have over 100,000 customers a month enrolling to shop here. This is, and it's so amazing, because I really hate to use this cliche, but I say to people, when you're looking at a business and you're looking at a company, you could not be in a better place at a better time than you are right now with Melaleuca. Melaleuca is a better company than it was 5 years ago. This will be a better company 5 years from now. And, for us that have been here all this time, we just wake up and shake our heads every day going, it keeps getting better and better and better. And no other company in history has been able to do what we've done. And we have no name recognition in the marketplace.
And Tom, it was harder to do back then. People are making more money faster today than we ever could have done in those days. It's great. It's a better.
Well, they took, and you're going to talk about the compensation plan for a minute, but when we came into the business, as Nona referred to in the beginning, we were really financially devastated. That company devastated the four of us. And, Eddie said, we better make the best decision on the best company, because we only have one direction to go, and that's up. We can't be any worse than we are right now. But I will tell you that we worked like crazy people. We had 40 products. No one believed us. A lot of people said no. And in that first 12 months, I made a lot of money. I made about a little over $100,000 and saved my life. I mean, it's a lot of money today. It was a huge amount of money back then. We all had a great first year. We sat down and took our compensation plan today. If we came in today and did what we did back then, our income would be almost 4 times more for the exact same amount of work. Mm-hmm. So what we have today is incredible, and it will keep getting better and better and better.
This is the truth. Yep. You know, if you're not familiar at all with some of these other companies we were talking about and that sort of thing, binaries and breakaways are things that do nothing but undermine your business when you're building it. And I had lived through stuff like that where you have a great group that you built and they take it away from you, they break it away, or a binary where you got to balance both sides, which is so hard to work. None of that. Melaleuca pays us commission on all the people in our organization. None of that hoopla that you have to do. And so it's up to you what size business you want to build. It's there for the taking.
And you know, Nona, it was so funny because when we were in that other company, I mean, Nona had experience before, and I was building a business with breakaways, and I thought I was doing good. I thought I was doing great because I was developing all these leaders, but every time I developed a leader, I was basically building my own competition, and I had to go out and replace that leader immediately, and if I didn't do it, they would take the leader away from me and give it to the person above me, and the entire business was built on a fear of loss. Here, Melaleuca is built on a total basis of gain, helping people get better products into their homes, helping the people that want to build a business here. And, you know, I was thinking about a couple of days ago, the people that we've worked with, 27, 25, 24, 23, we still work with all of those people today. They don't go anywhere because you have a vested interest in your organization and you're vested into your people. And so the people you bring into your business, they're basically your business partners, and they stay here for the long term. And it's really, really an impressive compensation plan, the way they built this so that everybody wins.
True.
You know, people say to me all the time, you know, what do you think the best thing about Melaleuca is? And I never lie. I go, the residual income is without a question the best thing. Nona and I, we would never have believed this when we first started. We knew it was going to be good. Remember, it was a very small company. We hoped it would be really good. We really, really had a different insight in the beginning. To see these checks that have come to us month after month, year after year, and to see those checks coming to all the people in our business at every level, because, you know, not everyone comes here. Like a lot of people that are on tonight and a lot of people that come to the business today, some people come here just to be a customer. Some people come to make $100. Some people come to make $500. The greatest thing is when we help people get to those levels and they stop enrolling, those checks are paid to them month after month, year after year. But I will tell you that the second best thing about Melaleuca to me is no risk. I mean, I tell people all the time, I don't know anyone who's ever been financially damaged by this company. And when you look at a business like Melaleuca that you can start for $19, no inventory, no overhead, no employees, no paperwork, all you have to do is go out and build a business. The risk level is so low. The upside potential is so high. And to know in your heart that you can go out there and build a business. I mean, Nona, the saddest thing that happened to me and to you also, but that being my first company, is so many people in that business got hurt because it wasn't a real business. And it's a tragedy to see that happen. But to be in a business that's built on real customers buying real products they really love and reordering every single month and having the safety that everything is good is incredible. And like Nona said in the beginning, with the beginning of our success factors, no one has ever been able to do this in the industry of direct sales. And no one, you know, a lot of companies try to catch us. No one will ever, ever be able to catch up with us.
It's great. Can't get hurt. All you can do is win if you work.
Hold on for 1 minute, Nona, okay? I'm trying to open. Okay. One moment, guys, okay? I'm trying to, I thought this, it says that this chat is open, and I'm just trying to see, let me go to participants. Close, hold on. Let's see what I can do here. Oh God, I want to do questions and answers, and I can't, it says questions and answers opened, open. Okay, so I think it was a voice open for the questions and answers, but I can pull them up here. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask us, I know you guys can hear me. I don't know why I can't get the sound on here, so I apologize for that. Nona?
Yeah, read us the question.
I don't really have questions. I just have a couple of comments here.
Oh, okay.
All good. They're all good, which is
Oh, that's good.
which is good. But listen, I can tell you guys, we love this business, and it's really amazing that after all this time, we're still here helping people. And I have to tell you, for the new people that are here tonight that are coming into the business and teaming up with their enrollers, for the people that are here working with us today, you know, our future is so incredible right now. And, you know, we're just excited for everybody. This is all good. And, you know, I say a lot of people will look at this for the first time, and they'll say, look, you know, I really don't believe this. And I go, you know what? If you really don't believe this, do everything that you need to do. Reach out to us. Reach out to the people around you. Look at these reports. Look at these incomes. See this $5 billion. Do your best due diligence and look at this company, because once someone really looks at this, there's really nothing to say no to unless they really don't want to work really hard, because this takes a lot of work, or they're just not interested in this type of a business. But we know one thing. We've seen every company there is in the marketplace come and go. There is no company out there where you can have this much upside potential for the amount of time and effort you put into the business and have those incomes coming to you month after month, year after year. And I'll just tell you a quick story, but Nona and I have a very good friend that is not feeling well or doing well right now. And I was thinking about the other day, and she hasn't really worked in about 9 years. And I looked at her report last month. Her report has a 98 or 99% retention rate and reorder rate. She has gotten that same check that she built with us over 20 years ago, in month after month, year after year for 9 years. And, you know, you say to yourself, what would her life be like without that income coming? And, you know, we all have it, but what we really, really get excited about is helping people do what we did. And I don't know if a couple of you were listening before we got on, but I was talking to Nona about the 6 steps to success training program that we did. I keep it on my desk, and I look at that all the time, and I said the exact same thing that we did when we first enrolled back then is exactly what we do today. Those steps are incredible. We'll do one of those trainings for you guys. I know we've done a couple of them, but what's incredible about those steps, it's better. The products are better. The marketing plan is better. The company is better. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. So I think that is about it. But I want to thank you guys for your time. Nona, thank you for being here tonight. I'll put my ID up. If you have someone that enrolls tonight and decides to partner up with us, you can put my ID now as the presenter of this presentation. And Nona, next time we do it, we'll put your number up so you'll get all confused. It'll be great. But listen, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Nona, for being here with us and sharing with us. And we'll get on with you guys soon again, okay?
Good night, everyone.
All right.
Go for it.
I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Welcome to Melaleuca.